What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Simba Sports Hub, man, where we talk all things Washington Commanders football. And yes, sir, it is fucking football Sunday. We are finally here for another week of NFL football. Um, but today, our Commanders is not playing today. You know what I'm saying? We got that good old Monday night doubleheader against the Cincinnati Bengals. Um, but yeah, man, let's get right into it. But before we get into it, man, make sure you subscribe, man. Hit that like button, and we on this grind to 500 subscribers, man, so that we can become partners with YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, also drop a comment, man. Drop a comment with your thoughts, with your predictions. And this is what this video is all about, talking about our matchup against the Cincinnati Bengals. What I expect us to happen, my predictions, what I think the outcome is going to be this coming Monday night. And I'm gonna start off with this, man. Throughout the week, we signed some guys to the practice squad. We had some guys show up on the injury report, so let's go over that real quick. For real, we now know that he's going to be out this Monday. So we expect Dorrance Armstrong, Dante Fowler, who else? Jamin Davis, if he's active this week, which he should be. Benjamin St. Juice. I mean, not Benjamin St. Juice. John Baptiste. These are going to be the rotation DNs for this Sunday against this Monday against the Bengals. And hey, man, we need to see us actually get to Joe Burrow. I don't know what our scheme is going to look like against him because he is mobile. He's deadly mobile. Outside the pocket, he's not like a typical running style quarterback. When he escapes the pocket, he's still looking downfield to make throws. So that could be deadly for our DB crew, and our safety crew. So yeah, hopefully we can get some pressure this week. I know there's still the big thing and the big talk of the town is Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne getting pressure on these guys. Um, Again, man, as time go on, I do want to see these guys, make some of those plays that they have been, there to make. Deron Payne missed a couple. So just to see him actually finish the plays that, him getting into the backfield, actually seeing him finish in those plays. Hopefully it starts this Monday because again, this is going to be a tall task for our defense and our offense this Monday, tomorrow night. So I expect them two boys to have a big game or a big impact in some way, shape, or form. Also, again the pass rushers. Hopefully we can capitalize or continue to grow and take that trajectory up to seeing us. What I'm saying, getting those sacks or getting pressure on Joe Burrow and for the DBs, man, I know they still got two receivers. I'm not sure if T Higgins is if he's playing or not. But even if he is or if he isn't, we still got to deal with Jamar Chase, who is a top 5 receiver in this league. No, not gonna throw any jabs at that guy. Don't want to piss him that he's already pissed off due to him not getting a contract this off season. So we want to make him too mad. But again, I trust in our guys. I see Benjamin St. Juice was had a growing injury based off of last game, I guess. But he's been full. He was a full go Saturday. He was limited on Friday and limited on Thursday. Excuse me, my pardons. But he was still able to practice, so he should be a healthy scratch. And we probably see him mainly on Jamar Chase. But the T Higgins, if he plays, man, I know Emmanuel Forbes was at practice yesterday. He was limited Friday and Saturday, so him just coming back off of injury. I doubt we see him play this week. Probably see Davis or Noah back out there at opposite side of Benjamin St. Juice. Um, Johnny Newton actually got some snaps last game. It's been told by Dan Quinn and company that they'd like to see him more in the rotation, increasing his snap counts. But again, remains to be seen. What Johnny Newton can bring to this team from a D tackle perspective. But again, I'm excited to see it. Who else we got? Dorrance Armstrong had a chest injury. He was limited, and now he's a full to go. Brandon Coleman had an ankle injury. He was fully practicing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so he probably is a go-to. Hamstring for Quan Martin, limited. Thursday, full Friday, Saturday. Bet. So hopefully we see him out there. But again, that also, do we see other guys, get more playing time like Percy Butler? Do we see Derek Forrest suit up? Do we get more playing time from Tyler Owens? You know what I'm saying? These are the questions, because what we've been seeing, from the safety group, and I give Jeremy Chin another week, but after this week, man, if we still seeing him whiffing tackles and missing tackles, we might need to look at other options of guys that's going to arrive violently and actually bring down whoever got the ball at that moment. And Joe Witt kind of spoke to that in his presser, is that we seen some better communication on the communication side, which I actually, at that game against the Giants, I actually did see some better communication. There was still some lapses there, and so I'm not going to overly weigh that. Hopefully this week, going into this Monday night, we're going to need to be communicating on all levels. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we're going up against a high power offense. I'm not looking at what they did the last 2 weeks, because again, they're playing us. So with that being said, I'm focusing on how they're going to attack us, not how they attack the Patriots, how they attack the Chiefs. I'm looking at how, yeah, some of that same stuff may be covering coming over into a Monday night game, but at the end of the day, we got to make sure that we're doing our job and arriving violently, and finishing tackles, not allowing them to players to get to the second level, or break a tackle. And Michael Davis again, man. We saw those two attacks on the D, from a comeback perspective, and him getting hit with the same move twice. You can't have that. So hopefully they clean that up during practice this week. Hopefully he cleaned that up. But yeah, man. Hopefully we could continue to see the growth and the chemistry being built between Bobby Wagner and Frankie Louvu, who had tremendous games last week. Hopefully that carries over into this week, because again, they got a good offense. We got to be mentally and physically sound on defense going into this game. And if we've been truthful about our team, the last 2 weeks, our defense has not produced to the level that I think all of us as fans and coaching and players like thought that we was gonna look like as a defense. Allowing 31 points, allowing 3 touchdowns last week. You kind of want to see that decline, and us get a little bit more third down. I think we probably second to last, or if not last, and third down defense. You know what I'm saying? That's horrendous. Like, you can't expect your team to win games when you're so poor at getting off the field on third downs. And I know we're not a heavy blitz team, but maybe Joe gotta start scheming up some blitzes. Getting Bobby Wagner, Frankie Louvu, bringing in Jamin Davis from a linebacker perspective, and having him being an extra rusher. You know what I'm saying? Get some pressure on these guys. Get them up. Bring the cornerbacks. Bring the safeties. Somebody do something. But we gotta cause havoc on third downs, short third downs. I mean, even then, short third downs, you still might want to blitz, even though most of the time we know most offenses is attacking the first down marker. You might want to blitz on some of those third downs. You know what I'm saying? Let your cornerbacks, if they're gonna get beat, they're gonna get beat at the end of the day. I'd rather get beat them playing up, bump and run, getting hands on receivers and tight ends and running backs, rather than them, giving a 5 yard cushion, which all they're gonna do is just run a speed out. We saw that against the Bucks. We saw some of that, a drag route, two drag routes ran against us through the Giants. Now both of them was pick routes, but at the end of the day, yeah, we gotta scheme up something. So I just expect Joe Witt, to call a good game, which now leads me to the offense. I expect the penalties that we had against the Giants in the red zone 7 times. Again, guys, I want y'all to understand, we got down into the red zone 7 times. I don't even know the last time our offense fucking did that. Like, got down into the red zone that many times, but now didn't even convert. You know what I'm saying? We can go back to the last regime. We at least, when we got down there, we scored at least 1 or 2 touchdowns. So, those penalties that hurt us and put us behind the sticks, I just hope that we cleaned that up. It seemed like some mental mistakes rather than it being coaching scheme and all that. I know Jaden when he spoke at the presser that he's saying that that's on him, and I appreciate that as a franchise QB. Yeah, you want to take the ownership, but we saw what we saw. God damn it, Jaden Daniels. We saw a tight end and two offensive linemen false start. I don't know if it's fatigue. I don't know if it's they didn't understand the play call or they. I mean, that could have been you and them not understanding the snap count or anything like that. But we got to clean that up because again, against this type of team, we can't look at what they did against because we're not the Patriots, we're not the Kansas City Chiefs, we're the Washington Commanders. So we gotta not shoot ourselves in the foot against this team because guess what? They also hungry. They are hungry to not go 0-3 right now and to also lose to a team that everybody in the media, and don't think I ain't see it, has already deemed us the. I mean, I already knew we was going to be the underdog, but nobody has us winning. So you know what I'm saying? They got everything to lose right now because this is a game that they should not lose, but this is a game that they must win. So all we got to do is come out, be sound, be aggressive, be angry, be violent, and not shoot ourselves in the foot with penalties. Like we had over 10 penalties, I think, against the Giants. You can't have that against this type of team. You know what I'm saying? Like we will get the fucking score ran up on us if that happens. But anywho, I expect Jaden Daniels. I know another big thing was with Cliff. Speaking in the presser, he was kind of speaking to how he hasn't been doing a great job at getting Terry. You know what I'm saying, more catches or more targets. Um, but man, it's two things to that, man. If they're rolling double coverages over to Terry and they're making that number two or the other receivers beat them, I don't want Jaden Daniels just coming in, focusing, and trying to force the ball to Terry McLaurin just because he's not getting catches. I know I'll catch flack about this from other fans. Oh, how come other teams can get their receivers the ball? They number one's the ball. Is he a true number one? I think Terry is a true number one. I mean, just right now that based off the coverage, we don't have nobody beside them. I mean, beside Terry, that's gonna make them still play a fair defense and not roll coverage. If you was at that Giants game, it was a lot of over top coverage with Deontay Banks got a lot of help. I'm just gonna say that he got a lot of help on the inside. With we saw Terry take a fucking mean ass hit, and then he acting like he did something special, which he didn't. He got beat inside, and two of his catches was inside where Deontay Banks got beat. But again, they had over top coverage all game against him. So again, I'm not saying that you could. There's things that you can do. You can line them up in a slot. You can motion them, but it got to be a little bit more up the field though. Like this behind these quick screens and things like I don't like that starting behind the line of scrimmage stuff. Like let him run it in. If he got that slant was open all game because that's what they was giving up because they trusted their linebackers to get there to either break up the pass or hit Terry. And I'm not just saying Terry, but our offense has not been predicated on throwing the ball down the field, which we all know. And if I tell you guys what I think I'm seeing, I think they're truly trying to slow walk Jaden Daniels into building up to those down the field. Now they're going to take their shots because they haven't connected on any of them, but I think that they're just trying to let him slowly progress to taking those big shots or getting to those big gains. Um, so we got to remain just a little bit more patient. I know that we don't want to hear that from our fan base because we've been in a fucking mind fuck of being a terrible fucking organization for the last 10 plus years, last decade. And I get it. I get the frustration. I get how we're paying this guy top 10 receiver money and he only got like what 40, 60 yards with like 6, 7 catches in 3 games and going into what 2 games. Yeah, I get it. Yes, we do, but I don't think that we should just be having Jaden coming out, getting Terry the ball, get Terry the ball, man. See what you see. If it's open, throw it. If it ain't, get to your next read and let's keep the offense moving. So hopefully we can again clean up some of those costly penalties that hurt us last week, and we can actually find the end zone. Maybe Jaden, I'm calling it. Jaden Daniels will get his first passing touchdown Monday night. Stamp it, stamp it, stamp it, stamp it. I'm calling he's going to get his first passing touchdown. And it might be I'm calling it to Terry McLaurin. He gonna get Terry for 6. He gonna because again, and then we also heard the DB. Who was his name? I think it's Britt or something like that, whoever the cornerback is for Cincinnati, saying that our offense is basic. It does look very vanilla-ish. It does look very vanilla-ish. But at the end of the day, hey man, we got a rookie QB, and don't let this game be the game that get y'all fucked up. And we had started attacking that deep half of the defense. You know what I'm saying? We started going over top because I think we got the speed. De'Ami Brown can take the top off of a defense. Luke McCaffrey can take the top off of a defense. Terry McLaurin take the top off of a defense. I think we got speedsters that can get down the field. Again, Jaden got to feel comfortable, and you don't want him pressing the deep pass. Take was there. I like how he's been, picking his throws. He has missed some, but every quarterback does. So, but again, I like the progression of Jaden. I also do agree and echo. He can't be taking these type of brutal hits that he has been taking. Get the ball out your hands, whether it be throwing the ball out of bounds. I know that's not in your pedigree, Jaden, but if you want to last long in the NFL, brother, I will say that you got to be a little bit more smarter. With I know you want to fight for the yards, but also you got to protect your body at the same time. And so, with that being said, uh, I just expect us to, upset these Cincinnati Bengals. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling it upset alert. Upset alert. I do think that we will find a way to battle and win this game. I think there is some things going on over there in Cincinnati that's I hope lingers into Monday night. Contract extensions, not being on the same page with the coach, all that. I hope all that plays a factor into Monday night and we come out victorious. I think T. Higgins is probably going to be a go. I don't know if he's going to be limited, but yeah, I'm excited. I will be live doing my live reaction on Monday night. I will have the game not showing, but I have the volume. I gotta find out if that's even allowed on YouTube live. So yeah, I'm gonna do some research, and if it is allowed, I'll play the audio through my desktop speakers, but I'll be watching the game on my nice 70-inch TV that my wife bought me. Appreciate you, wifey. But yeah, man. Hey, let's turn this 1-1 to 2-1, and let's come out victorious against the Cincinnati Bengals. And look, I will be going. I don't know what time I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go live a little bit before kickoff, but yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all be easy.